Hey everybody, and welcome to Scott and Andy's Horror Show. This is Scott here, and today I'm going to be discussing the film Fantasy Island. So I checked this one out recently, and I gotta say, this one all around was just kind of crappy. It's not what I was expecting at all. I really wanted to like this movie. I really did, but I did not. This one was kind of just a letdown. So a little bit about the story. It's about this island called Fantasy Island where people, are chosen to come there and they're granted a wish, essentially, which is a fantasy that they can live out. And, it can, be anything that you ever wanted. And it makes your fantasy come true. But there's always a downside to these things. Something goes wrong and you're ending up fighting to survive. So that's kind of the story. That's really it. There are some twists in there, so I'll go ahead and let you guys know this. So this is a spoiler. So if you don't want this spoiled for you, please click out now. So we have this character played by Michael Pena. So his character is basically the owner of this island, essentially, because he is stuck there for life because he made a fantasy that he keeps his fiance or wife from dying. She was dying, so he went to the island and made a fantasy to keep her alive and pretty much sacrificed his life to stay on this island to keep her alive with him. And then he brings other people to the island to grant them fantasies, ultimately to die to keep his fantasy alive. And then there's another twist in the film that the character played by Lucy Hale, she went on this date with a guy and, ended up falling for him and everything. And he actually ends up dying in a fire. And all of the characters that are in the film, the main characters that, we're following, all had something to do with it. So her wish, her fantasy was to have all of these people together to be punished for, what they did. So those were kind of the two twists in the film. And, we had some surprise cameo actors in there. We had Michael Rooker that was in there, Kim Coates, and Mike Vogel, which I've been a fan of Mike Vogel since he was in the remake of Chainsaw Massacre. And it's kind of unfortunate that, his character, the characters that he portrays are really good characters. They end up just dying too soon. I don't know. I don't get it. But, I think he was great. Kim Coates, Sons of Anarchy, he's awesome. And I mean, who doesn't love Michael Rooker? We also had Ryan Hansen was in there. He was in the remake of Friday the 13th, which he played that jockey douchebag that got the arrow in the head out on the lake. That he was in there. Maggie Q is in there, along with some other cast members. But this one just was not a good movie. It wasn't entertaining. The stuff that happened in it wasn't, I don't know. This one just did not hold my attention, very, very well. It was kind of boring, and the casting was really odd. The characters weren't likable at all. I don't know if that may have been due to the casting. I don't know. It's just a lot of the actors just felt out of place, especially Michael Pena. His character, I don't know if it didn't seem like it just didn't seem like they were really too interested in the characters, and they were kind of just there for the paycheck. That's how it felt. Like they just were not giving it their best. They just, I don't know. So that, was kind of a big factor in this film, because it just went nowhere. This movie just flat out just went nowhere. For almost a 2-hour runtime, it was just a waste. And yeah, it's hard to talk about this movie because it just sucks so bad. Like, and that's the thing. It's like I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to like this movie, but I just don't. So, I mean, if you guys are curious about it and you want to check it out, go for it. I would recommend, if you could watch it with somebody that may have a copy of it or something like that, to where you're not really paying to watch it. You're kind of just paying with your time. That would probably be a better suggestion, because this movie is just really disappointing. And so with that, I gotta give this one coffin. This one was just a bummer for me. So hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you've seen it, let us know what you think about it. All right, see you guys out there. Thanks for watching, and stay awesome.